I was 17 when I went to Peru on a mission trip with my church. We flew out of Atlanta and landed in the capital, Lima. Lima looked like a city in the US, but it was different in that it was dirtier, not as many tall buildings, and filled with KFCs in almost every corner. The atmosphere looked in comparison to how Seattle looks, very cloudy with a drizzle. We didn't do our mission work in Lima, however. We did it in a small town about an hour away called Pachacutec. Every morning we would get up at around 7, eat breakfast, load the buses, and then drive to Pachacutec. It was about an hour drive to get there, but when we got there, we saw the difference between our communities and their communities. Pachacutec was a coastal town that had sand as far as the eye could see and was covered in very hilly terrain. The people there stared at us as if they'd never seen a white person before. They probably hadn't. Dogs ruled the roads in packs, and as well as little buggies that the people called cars, driving around on the road. What struck me was their houses. They looked like shacks from the Great Depression that we saw in pictures in our textbooks. This is the place we would spend most of our days for the rest of the week. The cool thing was that my birthday fell on a Sunday that year, which happened to be the third day of our trip. It began as usual with people wishing me happy birthday, eating breakfast, and going to church. We went to the local church in the morning, and then we worked in Pachacutec for a few hours. At the end of the day, we went back to the church, and many tables were set up for the night service. During the night service, we were served dinner, we got to meet new locals, and we talked to them about our mission trip and why we were here. After the dinner service, the head of the organization that coordinated our mission trip told me to come up on stage. Now, I'm one of the people who hates being the center of attention, so I was hesitant at first. I remember everyone looking at me and I felt discomfort, but after a little while I was fine, the butterflies flew away. I know these people, I shouldn't be embarrassed in front of them. After wishing me happy birthday, she asked if I wanted to give a speech. Now this, I did not want to do. I'm glad that no one got a video of me giving the speech because it was really awkward, I had no time to prepare, and I did not know what to say. I got through it though, and started to go back to my seat. However, I was not done. The leader prayed over me and asked me to stand right below the stage. She then said something in Spanish, and everyone who understood it laughed. I didn't understand it, I didn't know what was going to happen. Each row stood up one by one, and everyone came and hugged me. All 300 people, including people part of my team for the mission trip. I only remember a few of the hugs I received, but the coolest thing was that they hardly knew me at all, and yet all of them came and hugged me. I was astonished, but also grateful for that experience. The people there don't have much, but they were extremely selfless and kind, which can't be said about many people who live in the world. It was a great trip to go on and one that I won't soon forget.